Hi, Joel Simka here. Welcome to Book Talk. I'm your host, and we're going to look at The Last Kids on Earth by Max Brallier. This is a 2015 book and a 2017 Newbery Award winner. So the book, The Last Kids on Earth, is the adventures of four middle school age kids who find themselves in an adult-free, monster taken over post-apocalyptic world that has happened in their small town. So the book centers on the main character, and it is narrated by 13-year-old Jack, who is a self-proclaimed zombie-fighting, monster-slaying tornado of cool, who is on a quest to rescue his not-so-secret crush, June Del Toro. And he reunites with his friends here, Quint, his best and only friend. And amazingly enough, they befriend the school bully, which, as we know, not an easy thing to do. So after battling hordes of monsters throughout the town, the four make it back to Jack's treehouse, aka his fortress of solitude, and they manage to defeat most of the monsters, but the lead monster, Blarg, this guy here, vows his revenge on the kids, and we get part two, which you see right there. I haven't read part two, so I have no idea what that one's about. So why I chose this book? Very simply because it's fun. I chose it because it's fun. It's in the graphic novel genre, even though it's mostly pictures and prose, which means very detailed graphic art on every page, which really brings the reader into the book. Like they feel like they're in a post-apocalyptic world. Here's a picture of Jack's treehouse, his fortress, and everything. So comics were a big part of my growing up and my learning to read in the first place. And I do believe that it has that same effect on kids today. So I chose it mainly for that reason. But as I was skimming through it, I realized that this guy has got amazing vocabulary words. And that is going to start off our classroom activities. So I will show those to you now. The pre-read, we have here a concept that I came up with, so there'll be no resources for it. The Last Kids on Earth word search. That's right. What we have here is we have the definitions numbered 1 through 10, 1 through 12. I have 12 of them. And they are the definitions at the bottom of the page. And the words, the vocabulary words, are hidden inside the puzzle. So the kids will look for the words defined down here, and they'll start to put the two together. So the standards for this guy are, determining grade level appropriate words, using a dictionary and a glossary, and students being able to spell correctly. So these are 7th grade teaks, by the way. During reading, we have the story map. Yes, that's right, the trusty story map. This helps with character, setting, plot, theme. It's also a graphic organizer. And so while the kids are reading, they fill this guy out. As you can see, I've filled some out here for you. And then after reading, if they should desire, they go in and fill in any missing parts. This helps teachers continue to monitor students' understanding of theme and main idea and key components of the book. The third part for post-reading, we have the A plus B plus C approach to writing a summary paragraph. Now, what we have is part A, which is identifying the text, and then we have plus B, which is using a strong verb, choosing a strong verb, leaving out to be verbs and things like that. And then followed by part C, which is the big finish, what you will say at the end of your sentence. So you have A, here we go, let's see if you can see that. A, the last kids on Earth, plus B, our strong verb, describes, equals C, easy to follow instructions or advice for becoming an amateur monster slayer. This will keep kids from getting and having stale sentences. So that's my book talk, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time.